Okay, so what are we talking about here? We're talking about a very popular movie entitled War of the Worlds. And when I get done, you're going to see that it's really War of the Words. And you're going to understand that when we get through this. And yes, this movie is a fractal of information. All right? Now, let's talk real quick about the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this video. You're not going to really understand what's going on. But definitely watch the movie and then come back and check me out. And then you will really understand what this movie is telling and at the same time is being revealed. So, the War of the Worlds is about an alien invasion. And it's about these aliens that, in a sense, have been on this world for a very long time. And then they have been awakened and then plan this invasion to basically take control of our planet. That's basically the gist, that these aliens come out of the ground to take control of our planet. Well, my friends, that is a perfect reflection of the biblical narrative. Exactly. Now, we've been looking at the significance of the totalic whole from the Garden of Eden until now. What we need to understand that within our culture, there are certain portions of our culture that are reflecting particular portions of the Bible, and they're doing it perfectly. Now, I do think that this is actually a planned reflection, if you will, of these biblical passages by Steven Spielberg in his think tank, if you will. But I don't think that they planned this outcome or understood its true ramifications of what I'm about to reveal. And you're going to see, my friends, that we come out on top, just as the biblical narrative promises us, just as the words of Jesus Christ promise us. And it's all going to hinge on the words, on the living word of Jesus Christ. And this is literally amazing. So, if you know the movie, you're going to understand this. We're going to hinge this on 7 points, 1 through 7 here. 7 points of interest. The first point being that bad weather precedes their coming. And we're talking about the aliens. If you see in the movie, all these bad storms happen. And the storms happen, and then we get these aliens come up out of the earth. So number 1, bad weather precedes their coming. Now, our biblical counterpart for that is going to be Revelation chapter 11, verse 6. We'll look at that later. Number 2, the next thing is these aliens, after the bad weather, start coming up out of the earth. Now, that's Revelation chapter 9, 3. And you're going to see that recorded as the locusts coming up out of the earth. Now, in my videos, previous videos, I believe I have successfully identified that these locusts will be this coming false alien invasion of which this movie is perfectly reflecting. Number 3, point of interest. These aliens are going to be activated by lightning. Lightning, more importantly, as it's coming down from heaven. And then we're going to look to Luke chapter 10, verse 18 for our support. So everybody will remember in that movie that when the storms came, the lightning came down, and then multiple strikes happened, which in a sense brought about these pods out of the ground, that serpent seed, if you will, that ovoid, that original egg of sin that has come up out of the ground, of which these aliens are. All right, number 4, very important part of the movie. The next thing that happens after these aliens come up out of the earth is this. They destroy or divide the church. The church is the faith in God. That's what it's symbolizing. And you will see that when that pod is coming up out of the ground, the first thing that happens is that church is destroyed. My friends, that is no coincidence. And we're going to look at the biblical support that says that's exactly what's going to happen right here. Number 5, you're going to remember that people begin disappearing. That's what people, unfortunately, my friends, are mistaken for the rapture. Here's our proof. Number 6, no way to physically resist them. Number 7, ultimately they are destroyed by the living waters. I'll be back.